A 2016 Maysville High School graduate and basketball letterman in 2015 and 2016. After graduation, Zach had fulfilled his dream of becoming a deputy sheriff and was employed by the Muskingum County Sheriff's Office. On May 1st, 2019, Zach was tragically killed in an automobile accident. Following his passing, the Zach Smith Foundation was created to support others. This entity has not only furnished essential groceries for families, but also extended a helping hand to those navigating the challenges of having children in the Children's Hospital, generously providing gas cards. Of the enduring spirit of Courtney and Michelle, the Foundation orchestrates impactful initiatives, ensuring that the warmth of giving reaches families both for Christmas and on May 1st. Beyond seasonal gestures, the Foundation has stepped in to sponsor uniforms for young athletes, enabling them to participate in baseball and basketball when financially constraints but have otherwise hindered their dreams. Tonight, the number 42, Worn with Pride by Zach Smith, takes its place on the wall where it shall forever retire from the shoulders of the Maysville Panthers. Fans, we ask that you now observe a moment of silence for Zach and all of the individuals who passed away on that day nearly 5 years ago.
There it is.
Thank you.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Can you hear me? Zoom into it.
Dave, do you want to say anything? Huh? Did you say anything? Haley didn't do it. Can we get a picture, please? I didn't want to give me anxiety. Is that
Which one am I there? Okay, now I can hear myself.
Rig.
And I'm telling you, this
Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, and Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative.
Good evening and welcome to high school basketball on AVC Sports as Dave Brown's 10-3 Maysville Panthers host Jeff Rinka's 6-9 West Muskingum Tornadoes. I'm Dave Hilliard along with my partner John Valentine. We've got all the action right here on NASH Icon 98.5 and 107.9 and also on video tonight at the YRP TV YouTube channel. Now Maysville enters tonight's contest with 5 straight wins. Their last loss was to very good 13-0 Malvern team, while the Tornadoes have lost 3 straight. Now, JV, what do you think the keys are for these two teams in this basketball game tonight?
Well, for Maysville, of course, it's a home game. You got some festivities going on here before the game, so packed house. You got to take care of business. I mean, you've stumbled a couple times, during the season, lost to a couple pretty good teams.
Yes.
In Tri-Valley and Malvern, and Coshocton's not bad either. So it's not like they're losing games left and right, but they need to take care of business. It's your home floor. It's big school, small school. Make sure the small school coming in understands that and send them home packing.
Well, as we were talking on the way over here tonight, West M, it's a complete rebuild over at West M because they only have one returning letter winner on the entire roster. So for them, it was basically starting over from scratch. They've had a really nice run the last couple of years. They were a senior-dominated team last year. They were the sectional champions. They had a really nice year. They won the small school division of the MVL, so great year, but, now it's like they lost 5 seniors. Jack Porter kind of ran the show and everything for them. Jake Allen, as Jake likes to tell me when I worked with him at the golf course, that he was a lockdown defender for West M, but it was a senior-laden team, and obviously then you've got to look to replace those kinds of people. Dave Brown, on the other hand, hey, not much easier for him. He was 24-2 last year, MVL champions, the big school division, and also the district champions. But they lost Hayden Jarrett, who is now on the roster at Marietta College, and also Connor Larimer. But the good news for him, he's got big shot Alex Bob back.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a 1-2 punch in Jarrett and Bob. Well, the good news is you still got one of those two back for this year, and Alex Bob is certainly an all-around special player at the high school level. Has some rumblings. I heard that he might be looking to play somewhere in college as well.
Rumor on the street. Yeah, rumor on the street is, yes, Mr. Bob is a very high target on the Muskingum basketball recruiting
right.
staff.
I'm sure he is.
He's a very high target.
And probably a few other schools as well. He's coming in averaging over 26 points a game. And look,
yes.
And he's not just a shooter. I mean, he's an all-around true basketball player.
He's a basketball player, and that's what you got to like about him.
Exactly right.
His range, we were talking about this as a staff at Muskingum. He's not shooting it the percentage you'd think, oh, well, he's only shooting 36% from three-point range, but he's not taking high school three-point shots. Right. He is shooting the ball from deep, like out of this volleyball line. He's got the range to do that. So, that his 36% field goal or his three-point shooting percentage, that doesn't really scare us off because we know his range is basically unlimited, and he'll pull it from anywhere, and he is definitely a scorer. But, it's not just Bob for them. Gator Nichols has really improved himself, and he is a sophomore, averaging 13 and a half games, and I really like the way Gator plays. I saw them play a couple weeks ago, and he's a hustler, and, he does all those things that you need somebody to do that comes in and, just trying to fill a void of some players that left.
Absolutely. I mean, somebody has to step into that role, as you mentioned, and he's done a great job of doing that. As you mentioned, averaging 13 and a half, but he's also shooting the ball pretty well from beyond the arc. 35% at the high school level, still pretty solid.
Yes, it is.
And he makes his free throws. He's shooting 77% from the free throw line. So getting his feet wet at the varsity level against pretty darn good competition every day, in and out. So, they needed that secondary scorer, and they certainly have that in Nichols.
And they've got another nice athlete in Wesley Armstead, another senior there, and he's averaging just over 7 points a game. And that's nice having another nice athlete like that. He was our player of the game in a football broadcast we did over here. mainly because he punted it so well that night. Offensively, they struggled, but he really did punt it well. And he's a good athlete and does some really complimentary things out on the floor for Dave Brown's Maysville Panthers. We'll also be looking tonight. I was just checking out, the whole new thing with the rankings. So Maysville, they're the #1 ranked team in Division II in the East District, according to the RPI rankings,
right,
which is now important for tournament. And then on the flip side of that coin, West Em, they're the 12th ranked team in Division III in the East District. So I talked to a couple coaches. They're not completely thrilled with that RPI system, but it is what it is, and that's how the tournament season is going to be decided.
For those that don't know, that is the new rankings for high school basketball, and it's going to be for every other sport here soon too. So just be ready for that. But it's been the coaches' situation for years. The coaches vote, but times change, whatever. So it is what it is. It's here. We're going to have to deal with it.
And like you said, there's 3 components to it, and I can't remember the whole thing. I'm even a math teacher, and I was a math teacher, and I can't even tell you all about it. But I do know that one of the things, it's not really taking into consideration if you're the level of competition that you're playing in terms of division. So that's one thing I think that has turned off maybe some of the coaches to it, but it is what it is, as we said. Now, West Em, they have, as I mentioned, coming into this, they've lost 3 games in a row, and you might expect, an up and down season because, as we said, they're a really young team, and you saw them early on this year.
Yep, early on, starting 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores, for goodness sake. So, Coach Rinkus obviously has his work cut out for him. But in talking to a couple other NBL coaches throughout the season, they're asking me about scouting reports and stuff. I'm like, listen, I'd love to coach this West Em team. Coach Rinkus is happy about it because these, even though they're young, they're very impressionable. They're very hard working. They're going to get after it. And that's the kind of guys you want to coach, right? Loose balls on the floor, boxing out and rebounding, doing all the little things that teams need to do to be able to compete. Yeah, wins and losses, I understand. That's, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
When you're that young. However, to be able to compete with teams like Maysville at this point in the season, doing the little things really well, is huge to be able to compete.
We're interested to see how this one's going to pan out. West Em 6-9, 4-5 in the small school division of the Muskingum Valley League. Maysville 10-3, 6-2, and they've got a big game looming here with Tri-Valley on the horizon. That might just go toward who's going to win the big school division. We're going to take a quick break as the national anthem is coming up. You are watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
I'm not buying till I checked on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com. Each year, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative provides an all-expenses-paid trip for 2 students to attend the Washington, D.C. Youth Tour coordinated by Ohio's electric cooperatives. Applicants must be a high school sophomore or junior and the child or legal ward of a Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative member at the time of selection. For a complete list of qualifications or to apply, visit gmenergy.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start.
I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 NASH Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard, John Valentine here in Southtown tonight. Maysville taking on West Muskingum in Muskingum Valley League basketball tonight. And our sponsors tonight, we can't do this without them. Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales, all sponsors of tonight's game. You can listen to us on NASH Icon 98.5. We've got video tonight. We're on YouTube tonight, John, so if you want to watch the game live, you can do that. You can certainly go back and watch it in a couple of days if you decide you want to go back and watch the game again.
Hopefully the game's on YouTube. We are not on YouTube.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to see us.
Well, you know, we might make an appearance in the postgame. We'll have to see what happens here. Starting lineups tonight for the visitors from West Muskingum. They're starting a 5'11" sophomore, Cade Porter, a 6' sophomore in Kyle Porter, a 5'11" junior in Connor Hill, a 6'1" sophomore, Taven Bennett, and a 6'1" freshman in Carter Smith. So a very young starting lineup for the West Muskingum Tornadoes. Over on the other side of the ledger, the Maysville Panthers, starting number 0, Gator Nichols. He's a 5'10" sophomore. Wesley Armstead is a 5'11" senior. Alex Bobb is a 6'1" senior. Kane Rohrig, he is a 6'5" sophomore. And Jordan Watson rounds out Dave Brown's starting lineup. He is a 6'2" sophomore. So 3 sophomores in the lineup, 2 seniors in the lineup for Maysville tonight. So both teams have some youth, but Maysville has the best player on the floor. So we're going to see how that pans out here, JV.
That helps to have the play like that. But with all the youth on the floor, really for both teams, a lot of good things come in the future.
It's going to be an interesting dynamic just to see how the freshmen, the young kids, now, you know, you like to say after they've played a few games, they're no longer freshmen, but I don't know how many games they've played in an environment like this one. The Maysville folks really do a good job here. They've always got big crowds. They really amp up the crowd noise and all those kinds of things. So we'll see how West Muskingum handles that in this environment, and I'm sure Dave Brown really wants to get after them defensively.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what I was going to say, is defensively turn up the heat right away, get on them, let them know where they're at, and let them know it's going to be a long night. That's
one, if you can establish yourself as the better team and you can get up early, it makes it that much harder for a younger team to kind of regroup and get back in it. So,
you know, and if you're Coach Rankus, on the other hand, you're like, look, man, we don't know any different. We're young, you know, who cares? We
don't know any better.
What do we care? You know, just go out there and play, have some fun.
We might as well
be
just
athletic.
Go out and play. Exactly.
And this group is pretty athletic with a couple of those young guys can really play and be able to stay in it, but I don't know if they have anybody on the defensive end that's going to be able to stay with the ball.
I've heard a lot about Carter Smith, number 24.
Absolutely.
He's going to jump center.
And
West Muskingum in the blue uniforms tonight, and home team Maysville in the whites.
I think opening night when I had Maysville or West M, I think Smith had 14 rebounds, so he can get after it.
And that opening tip is going to go to West Muskingum. They're going to handle the ball into the front court. Cade Porter with the basketball. He hands it off to Bennett. Now looking inside on the left wing. West M is a team that likes to run a lot of backdoor cuts and a lot of screening off of that action, so we'll see how they handle the defensive pressure. Alex Bobb out harassing Bennett. He penetrates into the lane, kicks it out. Very patient first possession here for the Tornadoes. Jump shot from the block, and that's good from Connor Hill. and he opens the scoring. It's 2-0 West End, 30 seconds into the basketball game.
Yeah, good rotation there. Taking their time, finding the shot that they wanted.
Gator Nichols, tough shot inside. Might have got bumped, but no foul called, and rebound off to the Tornadoes, and they're on the run up the left side of the floor. Ball reversed, almost stolen by Armstead. Now on the right side to Hill. Penetration into the free throw line. Nice bounce pass. Foul called. Layup missed, though, from Kyle Porter, but that foul, a reach-in foul, and we're going to see who that goes on, and that's going to go on Alex Bob. And I'm sure that's not something that Maysville really wants to see happen.
No, certainly don't want to reach in and pick up silly fouls. Good take by Porter to be able to cut to the hole. Tell kids all the time, man, you want to get your name in the scorer's column. Cut to the hole. Get some cheap baskets.
And that first free throw from Kyle Porter up and good. 3-0 now, Maysville. 7:01 left here in the first quarter. Righty looks at the rim, lets it fly, and the second one just catches the front end, but it goes in. 2 for 2 from the line. It's now 4-0 Tornadoes. Tornadoes in a man-to-man defense. Bob penetrates, now kicks it over to Nichols on the right side. Nichols not afraid to go in. This time he is going to be fouled, and that's going to be on Carter Smith. Nichols unafraid. He penetrated hard to the rim, took it right to the much larger player. You got to like that out of a youngster, a sophomore, Gator Nichols.
Yeah, Coach Rakes didn't like that call either. He thought that Smith got all ball.
There was some contact. Sometimes that's just not called, as I'm sure Coach Rinkus would like to believe. So,
well, and most people aren't watching the body, right? They're watching the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did block it. You're right. But he also bumped him with the hip, right?
First free throw missed from Nichols. Second look here. The righty eyes it, and he gets nothing but net that time. It's 4-1 now, and here comes some pressure from the Panthers.
As we expected.
Full court variety. Bob guarding the basketball. Into the front court. Nice job. They get it ahead. Dump it inside. No good. That shot missed from Carter Smith. Rebound off to the Panthers. Here comes Armstead. Gets a screen out top. Now nice job. Gets it over to Nichols. Nichols unafraid to penetrate again. Now hand off to Bob. Deep range three ball off the front iron. No good. Rebound off to West Muskingum, and they lost the handle on it. Shot blocked. Nice job there from Smith. This time the three ball from Nichols is good, and that's a tie game, 4-4. Gator Nichols all 4 points now for the Panthers. Pressure again. They're trying to get a trap just across half court. Hill penetrates all the way underneath the basket. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yep, he did.
Yes, he did.
Good defensive pressure to push him towards that baseline and make him go out of bounds.
A lot of teams like to influence to the baseline, to use that baseline as an extra defender.
Yep, and the crazy thing was when we used to play, or at least when I used to play, it was defend the baseline, make him get away from the basket.
Bob now trying to penetrate. He does. He gets blocked, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and good. Hard work from Alex Bob for two. It's 6-4 Panthers. Against some full court pressure, they got him to pick up the dribble in the backcourt. Dave Brown enthusiastically cheering his team on, and that's going to be a timeout from Coach Rinkus. I think he was worried about a 10-second count, so I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, and a good timeout to settle them down too, right? Look, we knew they were going to come out pressing, but this is a good timeout just to settle them back down, remind them of how to break the press, and just tell them to relax a little bit. Game's in hand. It's only a 2-point game, for goodness sake.
Don't want to pick up your dribble in the backcourt like they just did. That was a problem there.
Just a reminder timeout.
Again, our sponsors tonight, known for Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast. We've also got a couple of sponsorships in our player of the game, Lock 9 Pizza, generously being the sponsor of a player of the game for each school tonight, so we'll have that in the post-game version of tonight's broadcast, Lock 9 Pizza down in Duncan Falls. Maysville, West End inbounds the ball. Boy, almost dribbled it right into a trap, but they break the trap. They get it ahead to Carter Smith, and he lays it up and in, and it's a tie game at 6. Bob brings it up the floor. Hesitation move, kicks it out on the right side for Nichols. Three ball on the way. No good. Nichols thought he got fouled. Bob almost went over the back there. Nice job from West End breaking the pressure. They get it to the baseline, inside again. Penetration shot up, no good from Hill. Rebound off to Nichols. Here come the Panthers on the attack. Watson kicks it on the wing to Bob, and there's what Bob does right there. Nice in-rhythm transition three, and it's now 9-6 Panthers.
So smooth on that. Catches it in stride, doesn't hesitate, gets his feet set, and shoots it all in one motion.
Nice job there by Wesley Armstead getting the deflection and knocking the ball out of bounds. That kept West Muskingum from getting a layup versus that pressure. 9-6 now, 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Ball underneath their own basket. West Ham having trouble getting it in, and they throw it deep, and they do get it in bounds, and that's Bennett with the basketball. He's bringing it up against Watson. Now on the right side to Hill. Hill gets it to Porter. Porter now bounce pass over to Kyle Porter. I should distinguish my Porters in this
right.
game.
Got two of them, got to remember.
Connor Hill now with the dribble.
Good defensive possession here by Maysville.
And nice patience from West Muskingum, although they did just throw the thing away. Getting ready to compliment him there, John,
well,
and he turned it over.
And there you go. I can see it coming, right? That the constant pressure, that man-to-man pressure, just face guarding and being all over him, denying the entry passes on the wings. Just a really good defensive possession there by the Panthers.
Gator Nichols now, he and Bob playing a little pitch and catch out front. He pulls up behind the screen, three ball off the front iron, no good. Rebound off to West Muskingum. Trying to run a little bit there, Kyle Porter with the basketball. He's being harassed out on that wing by Watson. Pulls up, baseline jumper is an air ball. Here comes Bob with the rebound. Crossover dribble behind the back, nice D there from Connor Hill. Bob trying to create now off the dribble. Gets it out front. Nice penetration and a dump off down low to Rohrig, who gets an easy two, courtesy of a nice bounce pass there. It's 11-6 now, Panthers. And again, facing that full court pressure. Watson does a nice job in harassing the shot, and rebound just taken away there. West Ham had a nice offensive board, but taken away. Gator Nichols a little bit out of control, gets the ball over in the corner. Shot up and no good from Watson. That was a three ball. Here comes West Ham on the attack. Left wing, jump shot, in and out. Rebound though, followed by Kyle Porter. He gets a nice offensive stick back and makes it 11-8 now. Panthers with a lead, just under 3 to go. Bob now, pull-up jumper at the free throw line. No good. Rebound off to Carter Smith. And he gets it over to Cade Porter. Cade Porter going to bring it across half court. Now on the left side, Bob harassing Connor Hill. Now out on the top, Bennett's got it. Kyle Porter pulls up, three ball. Good, nothing but the bottom. He's got 7 points now.
Yeah, real good shot there by Porter.
And it's 11 all, and if you go underneath the screen, that might just happen to you.
Came off that pick nicely and set his feet.
Bob gets all the way to the bucket using his strength, and he lays it up and in, and now it's a 2-point lead again for the Panthers. 2:07 to play here in the first quarter. Bob has 7 points now for the Panthers. Kyle Porter has got 7 points for West Muskingum. Lots of action here early. Up and down game.
Yeah, kind of what we expected early, especially with that pressure by Maysville. But, you know, West Ham has responded nicely.
Made a nice little run there to get it tied up. Bob just gave his team the lead again. Now working that backcourt pressure again. West Ham, nice job, patient against it. Pull up three-pointer was an air ball. Fight for the rebound, and that's going to be off of Maysville.
Yeah, I don't think that's the shot that Coach Rinkus was looking for. Fast breaks three from NBA range.
You don't really mind it if it's one of those like in rhythm, but that just seemed a little bit forced there from Bennett.
Yep.
But West Ham keeps it. They've got it underneath their own bucket. Ball almost stolen on the inbounds there. Sammy Scott in for the Panthers, doing a nice job defensively. Armstead now guarding the basketball. Bailey into the game for West Muskingum. He's looking to get rid of it. Backdoor cut, he didn't see it. Now Porter's got it, dribbles all the way down. Bank shot, no good. Rebound off to Nichols. He's on the run. He looks ahead to Armstead. Armstead shot fake, lays it up, misses it. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go off of West M. going to stay Panthers basketball there. Armstead had a nice chance to get himself a bucket here in the game, but just missed the layup. Got a little bit too far under the rim,
Yep.
I think, John.
Yeah, I don't know if he quite knew where he was in relation to the rim.
Gator Nichols going to trigger the inbounds for West, and wide open to Bob, and Bob missed a little short one. Tried to finish with the left hand and just short on the shot. Something you don't expect to see there. Trap in the backcourt now. West End struggling to get it across half court. They finally do. Connor Hill's got it on the left side. Now to the top to Bailey. On the right side, Bennett's got it. He penetrates to the elbow. Spin dribble. Nice job defensively. Back cut there. And a nice bounce pass to Porter. And he's got another bucket. He's got 9 of the 13 West Muskingum points.
He has been the show so far in this first quarter.
Gator Nichols now off to Armstead. Armstead penetrates, kicks it on the right side. Scott now gets it to Bob. 37 seconds of the first quarter. Bob throws it away. Here come the Tornadoes. Bob up for the block, missed the block, but the rebound followed and put in by Porter. Or that was Connor Hill, excuse me. He's got 4 points now, and West M has a 2-point lead here with 19 seconds left in the first quarter, and Maysville looks content to hold it for 1.
Told you West End was going to fight tooth and nail. They're not a bad team. Again, for being so young, they can put some runs together.
Bob trying to create. Kicks the ball from the right side. Armstead, lefty shot, air ball from the baseline, and that'll be the last shot of the first quarter. West Muskingum surprisingly leading this one at the end of one, 15-13. We'll take a quick break. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative will be giving out over $7,000 in scholarships this year. Graduating seniors whose parents or guardians are members of Guernsey Muskingum are eligible to apply. Visit gmenergy.com for a complete list of rules and applications. The application deadline is Friday, February 2nd, 2024.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 NASH Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Getting ready for second quarter action here in Southtown. West Muskingum clinging to a 2-point lead here at the end of one, 15-13. Maysville will have the basketball to start the second quarter. And I'm sure Dave Brown was talking about just trying to get a little bit crisper on offense and maybe ratcheting up the pressure a little bit defensively here with his club.
Yeah, Maysville only shooting 25% in that first quarter. A lot of shots like that, long threes that were just off the mark.
Nichols, 3-ball off. Nice hustle there for the rebound. And Maysville keeps it. Jordan Watson, nice save there, and that's going to be a foul on West Muskingum. And Lloyd with the foul, his first foul. Teams, I should say first foul of the quarter because it resets now.
Takes a long time to get used to that.
I was getting ready to say it was the second team foul, but it's not.
No,
it's the first team foul. So Nichols now controlling the basketball. Gets it over to Fink, who just came into the basketball game at the end of the quarter. Nichols got it on the left side. Now to Bob out front. Gets it to Watson. Watson sees Nichols, came off a screen, 3-ball on the way, and he rattles it home. Gator Nichols, his second 3-pointer of the game, and he gives the Panthers a 1-point lead. And I thought that would have been an offensive foul. Dave Brown thought it was an offensive foul, but the official shook his head no. Nice job there breaking the pressure there from West Muskingum. Now trying to show some patience in the half court. Porter finds his man underneath. Tries to get it down, but it's blocked from behind. And that's one of those where that's going to be Carter Smith's second foul. And it's a little bit of frustration there because he thought he should have been
right.
He got fouled. He thought he got fouled. It was not called, and then that happens a lot.
It does, a little frustration, and it was warranted. He definitely, from our vantage point, looks like he got fouled and then adjusted his shot. I mean, he had a nice easy layup, but basically got tackled and no call.
Bob gets the ball over to Nichols now. Panthers 1-point lead here early in the basketball game, early in this second quarter. Get the ball in the way. Here comes Bob off of a screen. Now they get the ball to Watson. Step back three ball up and good. Jordan Watson, his first three-pointer of the game. Now 2 3-point shots, and all of a sudden Maysville with a 4-point lead here at 19-15.
Yeah, 1 for 7 in the first period. Now they've made 2 of 3 already.
Bennett says, I can do just like that too, and he hits a three ball. And he brings them back to within 1. It's 19-18, 6:15 to play here in the second quarter. Bob, ball taken from him. Nice defensive pressure there all the way to the rim. Bob goes up for the block, and they're going to call a foul on Bob. Slap down at it, and they're going to call that every time. That's going to be Bob's second foul.
And again, a little frustration foul. Getting his pocket picked there about halfway.
Exactly. Connor Hill will go to the line to shoot 2 now. First free throw on the way and good. 19 all.
Returns for the Panthers.
Bob with 2 fouls coming out of the game. Dave Brown have a little talk with him. Hey, you can't foul. I mean, you might as well just give him the 2. Second free throw, no good, but rebound off to West Ebb and then taken by Wesley Armstead. Nice steal from Armstead. They get the ball back to him. He's going to bring it across into the front court. Lefty dribble, hands it off to Watson. Watson to Nichols now. Gator, jab step, goes to his left. Armstead penetrates in the lane, kicks it out. Watson, 3 ball, good. Jordan Watson now 2 for 2 in the quarter from the 3-point line. He's got 6 points, giving Maysville another lead at 22-19. Armstead doing a nice job pressuring there. And the ball is taken away eventually. Nice job defensively there by Maysville. Cohen Fink comes up with a nice steal from behind. Gator Nichols all the way to the rim, lays it up and good. The hoop and the harm for Gator Nichols.
Goal by Nichols.
That foul goes on Cade Porter. That's his first.
Cade Porter.
And with Bob having a little bit of foul trouble and just off his game a little bit so far early in the game, Maysville has to have somebody else step up. Gator did it there, and Watson did it
this quarter so
nailed
far.
a couple threes already to kind of make up for it.
Gator Nichols free throw, complete the old-fashioned play off the front end, off the backboard and good. 3-point play, 25-19 now Panthers. 6-point lead over West End. 5:15 to play here until halftime. Good job there by Cade Porter bringing the ball up the floor against some pressure. Bennett with a basket. Throws a bounce pass on the right side. Dave Brown imploring his defense over here right in front of us. Gets it in deep, and that's a nice layup by Kyle Porter.
Yeah,
Porter having himself a night. He's got 13 already.
Nice finish with the left hand even.
I've got him with 11. The scoreboard has him with 13. So a discrepancy, and they're going to call traveling on Gator Nichols.
We'll have to take his word for it. From our vantage point, we were kind of blocked a little bit by the scorer's table, so I couldn't see Nichols' feet on that.
He might have taken an extra one there. So 25-21 here, 4:44 to play until halftime. West End keeps hanging around. Cade Rock into the game, and he's pressuring the basketball. Dave Brown has not been afraid to play a lot of players. He's got a lot of subs into the game right now, and they're playing hard defensively. Nice move inside, and it's finally going to fall up and in. And that's another basket for Porter. I've got him for 13. Scoreboard says 15. I'm right, they're wrong.
Of course.
Cohen Fink now with the basketball. Gets it to Gator Nichols, top the key, 3-pointer up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to go off of West M. Cade Rock did a nice job keeping the ball alive. Knocked it off a West M player, and they're going to keep it. Bob going to check back in now for Fink for the Panthers. Now, if you're West M, you're going to try to attack it.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. At some point, you got to isolate him to try to get a foul on him.
He got it down on the low block right to him, but his move is off. No good on the basket. Rebound to West Muskingum. They're on the attack. They break the pressure. Probably a good foul from Watson right here in front of our broadcast location. That was going to be a layup, I think, Jamie, if he doesn't foul.
Yeah, he had somebody underneath wide open, so good foul there by Watson.
West Muskingum going to inbound the basketball now. Braxton Brownrigg, he inbounds it to Bailey. Bailey looks to get rid of it. Bennett squared up, looked at the three, but turned it down. Probably a wise move. Nice backdoor pass to Bennett. Bennett going to lay it up and in. That's his 5th point of the game, and that's a staple of West Muskingum basketball, that backdoor and that bounce pass. They're going to dump it. Armstead to Bob. Bob blocked. Rebound off to Rock, and he is fouled. Rock, nice job getting to the offensive glass.
Check that. Fouls on West Muskingum's 1, Silas Bailey.
Bailey picks up the foul for West Muskingum. Rock going to shoot 2 for the Panthers. First free throw up and good. 26-25 Maysville, 3:28 to play in the second quarter.
The longer you let a team hang around, the more that confidence builds for that team.
Yes, sir. Cade Rock, second free throw. That's going to bank and almost went in. The bank was almost open here on Friday night, but not quite for Rock. 1 point lead for the Panthers, 26-25. Bennett with the basketball. Swings it over to the right side. Bailey's got it on the right side. He's looking to get rid of it, and he does. Back to Bennett. Bennett penetrates to the elbow, gets into the lane. Now he dumps it out to Bailey. Bailey, long shot, no good. An air ball, rebound off to the Panthers. Bob on the attack for Maysville. Between the leg crossover, dumps it into the corner for Armstead. Armstead gets it to Watson. He's going to go all the way to the rim, and he is fouled. That's a block. You know, it's sometimes you watch a play and you just know that's a block.
That's how it's coming, yeah.
It's a block. I don't know how to define it sometimes, but it's a block. You can tell.
Obviously that's the most difficult play to call as an official too.
Yes, it is.
Right, and they've kind of changed that rule over the years too, depending upon how the height is of the offensive player. It's a little difficult call, but that's why you got to pay attention the entire time. Make sure you're 100% right.
I'd like to see the charge arc like they have in the college game get adopted in high school as well. Jordan Watson missed that first free throw, second free throw now, and he gets that one. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. He's got 7 points now for Maysville, and they've got a 2-point lead, 27-25. West M breaks the pressure. They get it into the half court. Armstead going to harass the basketball there. Hill penetrates, kicks it out into the corner for a 3-ball. No good. Rebound off to Watson. He gets it to Gator Nichols. Gator Nichols tries to throw it ahead to Bob, but it's tipped out of bounds. Nice play by Kyle Porter. And Maysville will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline in about one of the worst places you can, almost in the dead corner.
Right.
They get it in right away to Armstead. Running Bob off a double screen. It's tipped away from him. Gets the dribble back, pulls up, 3-ball.
No problem.
Bingo! No problem for Alex Bob. From deep beyond the 3-point line.
Yeah, almost here at the scorer's table.
He was just inside the bench for West Muskingum. And there's a ball that's stolen. Nice play there by Watson. He gets it ahead to Nichols. This is where Maysville can be really dangerous. Almost a turnover. It's one of those where Bob hits a 3, then they get a turnover, they convert. They're very good at doing that.
Yep, and with that
little mini run.
Yeah, with that aggressive defense, you can do that.
Armstead with the basketball. Bob in the corner. Now he finds Rock underneath. Rock tipped away from him. Nice ball movement here from the Panthers. Nichols, 3-ball, and it's good. Gator Nichols, excellent ball movement there from the Maysville Panthers. Nichols, he's got 3 threes in the game, and there's a tip away. Nice steal. Nichols going to let it fly. Oh! going to be a timeout. Nice sequence there from Maysville as they get on a big run to get this lead to 36-25. A 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And no sooner did we start talking about the 3-ball, the defense creates turnover, there's another 3-ball, and just like that, Maysville's up 11.
Just like we thought, right? 6 of 8 from 3 in this period alone. And man, you could just tell that Nichols was feeling it, and he says, I'm going to drain 2 in a row here. Make Coach Rinkus call a timeout. How quickly things change. 11-point lead now for the Panthers.
Gator Nichols now has 16 points here. He's got 12 here in the quarter. 3 threes and then a 3-point play that he converted. So he is a little bit en fuego, shall we say here. Alex Bob, he hit a 3 this quarter. Jordan Watson, he's hit a couple in this. So Maysville all of a sudden turns on the 3-point shooting, and it's an 11-point lead here. Minute and a half left until halftime. Bennett into the front court. Porter posting up, but Armstead really content just to play behind him, and it gets it inside. It's going to be knocked off of Armstead, I believe, so West Ebb will keep the basketball. And they have been stuck on 25 here for a minute or so at least, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they're missing a lot of shots either. It's just that defense and the turnovers have caused the issue.
Right. Inbound, they get it to Porter. Porter gets it to Bennett. Bennett now back to Porter. Kyle Porter having a nice game himself for West M. Bennett's got it on the wing. Gets it to Porter down low. And they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Fink. That's his first foul. And that is going to be West Muskingum's 3rd foul of the quarter. So no free throws yet. 58 seconds to play. Coleman Lloyd going to check back into the game for Brownrigg.
Real important possession here for Coach Rinkus. A minute to go. Haven't scored in several minutes. Ball's under your own basket. Got to have a play here.
They run a nice play for Hill to get a shot, but it's no good. Here comes the man of the minute here. Gets it off to Bob, or that was Watson, excuse me. I thought it was Bob. I saw the 4, but it was 24. Nichols with some aggressive defense in the backcourt, trying to draw a charge. Now Bennett gets it across into the offensive end for West Muskingum. Hill gets it, 3-ball in the corner, on the way, no good. And all of a sudden now the 3 balls are drying up for West Ebb, and Maysville just seems to be connecting on all of them. Bob now 20 seconds, backs it out. They might hold it for 1. Bob's going to have to do something. He's under the count. He does get out of the defensive pressure. They hand it back to him. 10 seconds. I have a feeling he's going to shoot this one. Give it to Fink. He's trying to get it back on the handoff. He gets it. Not much room. 3-ball on the way. No good. A lot of contact, and the official says, nope, that's not a foul. 36-25 is our score. Maysville on a big run there, 23 points in the second quarter. They have an 11-point lead as we go to halftime. We'll take a break. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
When my daughter gets a cold, I have a secret weapon. Dayquil Kids Berry from Vicks. Dayquil Kids is specially formulated to treat kids' most bothersome cold and cough symptoms quickly. And the best part is that Dayquil Kids Berry tastes really great. Aren't you supposed to be resting? Maybe.
Dayquil Kids Berry. The Kids Berrylicious daytime congestion, coughing, stuffy head, stuffy nose, just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6 years plus.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Anjali.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just got an alert for a strange charge on my card.
No problem. We make sure you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card. Let's see. Did you purchase something from a t-shirt cannon store yesterday?
Absolutely not. No, I already have like 3.
$0 fraud liability guarantee. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports and YRP TV. For a look at all things high school basketball, visit yourradioplace.com.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
It was a historic day in Columbus in late January, Sunday, January 21st to be exact. A women's college basketball game was the talk of the town and the focus of an entire country. The second-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes, led by senior sensation Caitlin Clark, came into the Schottenstein Center having won 15 games in a row. The 18th-ranked Ohio State women's squad was on a 5-game winning streak, but this was the biggest home game of the entire season and one of the biggest games in program history. You'll hear from Ohio State's head coach Kevin McGuff on his team's historic day next. This is the Ohio News Network.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV in Columbus has more.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton.
ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
In Ohio, public education matters. And every day, Ohio's public school educators use their united voice to advocate for the supports and resources our public schools need so every child thrives. No exceptions. I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. Because great public schools are a winning playbook for Ohio, and Ohio is stronger when we stand together to cheer for our students' success.
This is ONN.
And I'm Eric Reeser. On Sunday, January 21st at the Schottenstein Center on the campus of The Ohio State University in Columbus, the Ohio State women's basketball team, ranked 18th in the Associated Press Top 25 poll, hosted the second-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes in front of a sellout crowd of 18,660, the largest indoor regular season crowd for a women's basketball game this season, and the highest home attendance in the history of the Ohio State women's program. OSU overcame a 12-point fourth-quarter deficit to force overtime and get the eventual 192 win over the Hawkeyes. Speaking with ONN affiliate WBNS-FM in Columbus, head coach Kevin McGuff knew his team was up to the task, down double digits.
I called timeout down 12 and kind of huddled up with the coaches. And it's sometimes you got to go into the huddle and you got to inspire confidence in your team in that moment. I walked into the huddle and they're all looking at each other, yelling at each other. We got this. We got this. We're not going away. And so I was like, all right, I didn't have to say a whole lot. And so really our players were extremely motivated. They were extremely confident, and it was just really great to see them play the way they did down the stretch.
It was a total team effort as all 5 of Ohio State's starters scored in double figures. Forward Cody McMahon, a sophomore from Centerville, led the Buckeyes with 33 points and 12 rebounds, a career high from her in points. Guard J.C. Sheldon, a senior from Dublin, added in 24. Coach McGuff says it's those leaders who made that win possible.
I was so happy for J.C. Sheldon, who's invested so much in this program. And she's from right here in Dublin. She's just a great kid. And then the performance Cody had yesterday, my gosh, she was just incredible. And she just single-handedly on some of those possessions just willed us to baskets, willed us to rebounds. And if you spend any time around Cody, her personality is just so amazing. She's gonna have some great opportunities in NIL, and rightfully so.
It was a nationally televised win in front of a sold-out home crowd. The TV ratings for big-time women's college basketball games have never been higher. Coach McGuff says he's appreciative of the support his programs received.
No, it is a great time to be involved with this sport. Last year was just incredible. The like you mentioned, the NCAA tournament, the viewership, and just the passion, the energy. And if you look around the Big Ten, around the country, everybody's attendance numbers are way up. And so it's really cool to be a part of this. I'm really happy for our kids that they get to experience things like this. Not only what we did yesterday, but some of the environments that we're going to see on the road. I mean, I can only imagine what it's going to be like in Iowa City for the last regular season game of the year. We're going to be walking into a hornet's nest. I think we all know that. But that's going to make it cool, though. It's going to make it fun, and this is what people who are invested in women's basketball have dreamed of, and we're making great progress, and we got to keep pushing.
That was Ohio State women's basketball coach Kevin McGuff speaking with ONN affiliate WBNS FM in Columbus. Entering the last full week in January, Ohio State's tied for first place in the Big Ten standings with Iowa and Indiana. All three teams have one loss in conference play. The Buckeyes will travel to Iowa City on Sunday, March 3rd to play the Hawkeyes one more time in the regular season. That's the finale for both squads. And there's a good chance they could see each other a third time in the Big Ten tournament in Minneapolis this coming March. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Eric Reeser.
Dave Hilliard, John Valentine back here in Southtown, Maysville with a hard-earned 36-25 lead here at halftime. JV, I believe the game was tied at 25 apiece, and Maysville ended up on an 11-0 run to end that first half.
Yeah, ended up shooting the lights out. Several turnovers, but shooting the lights out too that second period. 44% from beyond the arc. They made 6 3-pointers. 44 for the game so far, I'm sorry. But they made 6 3-pointers just in that second period alone to get them back in. Yeah, I mean, just with a couple minutes to go, man, it was a 1-point game.
I know, and all of a sudden,
and boom,
bang.
just like that. When you got prolific shooters and a defense that can just hound you to death, that keeps you around. And they really needed that too, because the wheels were sputtering, and you were giving confidence to West Em. And West Em's played a really good half.
Yes. Well, breaking down the scoring here for the visitors, the West Em Tornadoes. Kyle Porter, he's got 13 for them. Connor Hill has 5. Taven Bennett has 5. Carter Smith with 2, and that is the total of 25 for the visitors. For Dave Brown's homestanding Maysville Panthers, Gator Nichols leads the way with 16. He had 12 in the second quarter. 3 3-pointers and then a 3-point play where he got the foul in the and one. Alex Bob, he's got 10, and as we discussed for him, that's probably not something that he's happy about, but for the normal high school player, 10 and a half is pretty good.
Yeah, you could tell he's a little frustrated. He missed some bunnies, and his shot was just off, just enough. But again, West End's playing pretty darn good defense on it too.
Sure. Cade Rock has got 1 point for the Panthers. Rorik, he's got 2, and then Jordan Watson, he's got 7. He hit a couple of 3-pointers in that third quarter as well. Once again, our sponsors tonight, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales, all sponsors of tonight's basketball game. And once again, we'll award a Lockadine Pizza Player of the Game tonight, 1 from each team. And I took a little bit of the pressure off us as Dave Brown has said he will join us after the game, and I left it up to Dave to pick one of his players for the Player of the Game. So we only have to worry about 1.
There you go. Well, I'm sure he appreciates you putting the pressure on him like that.
Well, it's like, sometimes coaches would like to reward somebody that's really done something that, just doesn't get very noticed. And
something you worked on in practice specifically.
Exactly.
Busted his butt on the defensive end that most people don't recognize. Absolutely.
That's why I thought it would be good, and Dave is a good guy. We've got to know him. He played at Muskingum when my daughter was at Muskingum, and his wife actually was on the track team with my daughter at Muskingum. So Dave has been a friend, and we'll look forward to hearing his comments on the game afterwards. West Em with the first possession here of the third quarter. Man-to-man pressure defense from the Maysville Panthers. West Em trying to be patient with it. Bennett, though, says, I'm going to crank one from 3, and it's short. And here come the Panthers with the rebound. There they find Bob in transition, and that's the kind of 3 that you want, and Bob connects.
That didn't take long.
One of those in transition where it's in rhythm and it's kicked out. He's already squared up to the basket.
Right.
That's the 3-pointer that you want.
Yeah, if somebody's going to hit a 3 in transition, you want it to be him, because he's done that so many times. But as you mentioned, he had his feet square, he had his shoulders square right to the rim. Not an issue for him shooting it from downtown like that.
And now West Em having a not-so-good shot turn into 3 points for Maysville, and that's not what they needed to start off this first 4 minutes of the second half, which is a very critical point in this basketball game, which it is for every basketball game. We talk about the first 5 minutes at Muskingum all the time in the second half, and there's a nice penetration to the rim. No good. Connor Hill got all the way to the rim but couldn't connect on the basket. Armstead gets it off to Watson. Watson pull-up jumper. Rattles off the back, no good. Rebound to the Tornadoes. Bennett brings it across midcourt. He would like to get rid of it, and he does. Porter's got it, lefty dribble. Baseline jumper, no good from Kyle Porter. Rebound off to the Panthers. Here comes Gator Nichols behind the back. Flips it to Bob. Bob thinks about it, penetrates. Might have got fouled. He did get fouled, and he forced one up in the lane. And that's going to go on Connor Hill.
And it's hard not to try to defend that shot. You bailed him out by fouling him.
Right.
And he was a little bit out of control, but he could probably finish that if Hill doesn't get in his face.
Right, so Bob going to shoot 2 free throws. First one is off the front iron and no good. Bob's got 13. Maysville enjoying a 39-25 lead at 14 points. Bob's second free throw is good. He's got 14 on the evening now, and his team leads 40-25.
Great crowd here tonight on a Friday night.
Maysville has been very good supporting, especially since they really had a lot of success last season, and then they're continuing it this year.
Well, that helps.
That helps too when you're winning. Ball gets inside. Shot attempt from Smith. He was going to go up with it, but kicked it back out. Good defense there from Maysville. Porter now trying to create off the dribble. Hands it off. Bennett, 3-ball, good. That's his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 8 points. It's 40-28 Maysville.
Nice patient possession.
Nichols, stop and go dribble. Baseline shot is good. Gator now with 18.
Goal by Nichols.
I'm assured that Gator's father is a big University of Florida fan.
Oh, sorry about that.
Nice penetration there from Cade Porter. He gets his first bucket of the game, left-handed finish off the glass, and it's 42-30. Bob pulls it up, gets it to Armstead in the corner. Penetrates into the lane, left-handed finish is good. And what do you do if the outside one isn't falling? You go to the rim, and that's what Bob has done a couple of times, and they force a travel in the backcourt. And there's another turnover, and that's one of those I think Maysville has really thrived on in the last couple of seasons. They get a basket, and then they get a turnover, and then they seem always to be able to capitalize on the turnover.
Well, and that's why Coach Brown likes to use extra bodies on the bench. You got to keep your guys fresh. If you're going to be pressuring the ball so much, running around on defense, you got to have some fresh legs.
Nichols gets it out to Armstead. Lefty 3-ball off the iron, no good. Hustled after by Bennett. Also Watson there for Maysville. Boy, everywhere that West End seems to be, there seems to be a Maysville defender. Bob now, turnover in transition, and he is fouled as he goes to the rim. And that is going to be on, that's on Cade Porter. That's his second foul. It's the second of the quarter. Once again, new rule in high school, 5 fouls in a quarter, 2 shots automatically, no more 1-and-1. How do you feel about that one, John?
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Supposed to speed up the game a little bit, but I don't know. I just don't see it.
It's strange not having a 1-and-1.
Being an official in football and basketball, I can tell you it is not fun for us either, because every year there's always some new rule you have to learn, and it just doesn't make sense. If it's not broken, don't fix it. How many times were we taught that?
Exactly. Right? Bob inbounds the ball. Now he's posted up inside. Spin move. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, though, off to Maysville. Nice job there by Rohrig as he gets an offensive rebound and puts it back in. He's got 4 points, 46-40 now, Maysville. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Rohrig.
Yeah, him and Smith got a little tangled up there at midcourt.
And that's his first foul.
Carter Smith a little A little frustrated. We haven't called his name much tonight.
No, we have not. He's been relatively quiet. He's got a bucket. Had a couple of fouls, and that kind of limited his playing time there in the first half, I should say. Now West Ham just throws the ball out of bounds. A little deep defensive pressure there, and Connor Hill thought his man was going somewhere where he wasn't. I will say that cheerleader in the first row he threw it to was open.
She wasn't watching, though.
She wasn't watching. Armstead now with the basketball for the Panthers. Gets it to Watson. They hand it off to Gator Nichols. Gator around the screen from Bob. Pulls up in the lane. No good. Rebound off to Carter Smith. Went high for it. Went up and got it. Cade Porter bringing the ball up the floor against Nichols now. And on the left side, Kyle Porter. Now to Hill. Hill to Bennett. Bennett back to Hill. He's being harassed by Watson. Nice job defensively there. Individual one-on-one defense. Guarding your man, guarding your yard, as we like to say. Nice backdoor cut. Layup, though. Can't connect. Kyle Porter rebound off to the Panthers, and here comes Armstead. Armstead into the corner to Nichols. Nichols back out on top. Almost stolen. Back to Nichols. Three-pointer up. No good. Nice hustle from the Panthers, though. They tried to save it, and it goes off of Maysville. Dave Brown is incredulous. He doesn't quite believe that one.
Yeah, I got to agree with him. It looked like it was off of West Ham as well. West Ham, 5 minutes into this quarter already, West Ham has only taken 4 shots.
Just not being able to get much going offensively, and if it is, it's being contested by Maysville. Nichols now guarding the basketball. Over on the right side, Bailey. Porter penetrates, jump shot, rattles in and out. Bob with the rebound. That was a nice move and a nice pull-up. It just didn't get it to go down. Bob over to Nichols. Watson, 3-ball, good. Jordan Watson, his third 3 in the game, and Coach Rinkus decides he's going to talk about it. It's going to be a full timeout, so we will take a break as well. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
I'm not buying till I check down for. Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
You're watching high school basketball on ABC Sports and YRP TV.
Third quarter action here at Southtown. Maysville has extended their lead. It's 49-30 here. 2.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. It was an 11-point game at halftime, and what they have done, they've come out here in the second half and really just kept their defensive pressure up, and it's working as they have extended their lead now to 19.
Yeah, and they're shooting the ball much better this second half.
Well, Watson, he's got 3 threes on the night, and he looks very comfortable shooting it from the perimeter.
And he hasn't taken a lot of threes during the season, though. He shoots it pretty decently.
He's connected well tonight. He's got nice open looks, though, and it's not something he's forcing. It's just coming naturally in the flow of the game, and those are good shots.
For the Panthers.
Roerig comes out of the game. Sammy Scott back in for Maysville. They got that ball deep on the sideline. That's a tough spot, and they threw it all the way across court. Bennett, 3-ball from the corner. It's an air ball. West Ham, 2 players knock it away from each other. Porter and Bailey ran into each other. Ball goes off of them. Maysville basketball. 2:13 to play in this third quarter. 49-30 Maysville, and Maysville with possession.
Just not a real good shot there. Selection, I'm sure Coach Rinkus would like to see it a little bit closer to the basket at this point.
Nichols thought about a 3, back into the corner, another 3, and I'll tell you what, Jordan Watson is on fire now. He's got 4 3-pointers on the game. Nice find there from Alex Bob. The pressure.
Has only taken 34 threes on the season. I bet he's had 6 or 7 already tonight.
He's got 4 tonight, and I think he's 4 for 4. I don't think he's missed. And there's a 3-ball from Connor Hill as he gets back on the board. He's got 8 points now. Bob on the attack now for the Panthers. 52-33, a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Gator Nichols traveled. Yes, sir, he did that time.
Second time that Gator, in the same spot that Nichols traveled.
He just got a little bit too quick with the move. But Maysville up 19 and still pressuring here. That's their MO. That's what Dave Brown wants them to do. He wants pressure defense. Cohen Fink now out on Bennett. Nice high screen there. They're going to skip it across court. Another 3-ball on the way. Front hits the rim a couple times. It comes out. Bob throws it ahead. Bob gets it back now. That was to Scott. Scott thought about it. Bob now penetrates into the lane. It's knocked away from him. West M's got it. That's a turnover. Here come the Tornadoes. A little bit of advantage. Porter pulls up from the free throw line. No good. Rebound off though. Hill's got the rebound. His putback no good. And I think they're going to call Fink on the rebound there. And that was on Cohen Fink. His second foul. A little bit of extracurricular there after the shot. And it's going to be West Muskingum basketball underneath their own basket. 46.1 to play here in the third quarter. They are down 52-33. They've only got 8 points in the quarter. Bailey has it in the corner. He'd like to get rid of it, but having a hard time finding somebody. Bennett's got it. Bob on him. They switch off on to Porter. Maysville just switching that little handoff out front. Watson on the basketball now. Bailey trying to create some space, almost a steal from Nichols. Bennett, 3-ball on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go off of Maysville, off of Cohen Fink, with 16 and a half seconds left in the quarter.
Now the ball needs starting to hit the floor here in this second half.
Cade Rock checks back in for Maysville, replacing Watson. He had a really nice third quarter. Ball comes in, Rock on the basketball. Fink now guarding Bennett. Ball's out on top. Bailey. Hill, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Gator Nichols. I'm just going to say it's off Bailey. I like that call instead of a foul.
Well, if
Bailey probably was on the back.
Absolutely, he definitely pushed him from behind, but there was no reason to call it because
Gator Nichols.
Maysville got it anyway.
Nice little back and forth there. Gator Nichols lets one go from three-quarter court. It's no good. That's going to end the third quarter. Maysville leading this basketball game 52-33. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative will be giving out over $7,000 in scholarships this year. Graduating seniors whose parents or guardians are members of Guernsey Muskingum are eligible to apply. Visit gmenergy.com for a complete list of rules and applications. The application deadline is Friday, February 2nd, 2024. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 NASH Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Fourth quarter action here in Southtown. Maysville starts the quarter with the basketball. Gator Nichols on the attack, gets it over to Alex Bob. Nice back screen for Nichols, and he's going to lay it up and in. Nice set play there from Coach Brown and the Panthers to get Nichols an easy layup.
Yep. And coming out of a break, that's exactly what you need to do.
West M now on the attack. Bob pressures the basketball, gets the steal, throws it off of Hill. So that will go to the Panthers, 54-33 now, a 21-point deficit for the Tornadoes. Nichols with the basketball in the backcourt. He's being harassed by Bailey.
And bodied up by Bailey.
There was finally enough contact where they were going to call the foul. That's going to be Bailey's third foul, but we have a new quarter, so we reset the fouls. That's team foul number 1 here on
You're catching on.
Tornadoes. I'm paying attention, Jamie. Been paying attention.
Now, they did not change that at the college level, right?
No.
It is still 1-1 at the college level.
Still 1-1 after 17 fouls.
Yep.
2 after 10, so.
Reinventing the wheel, I guess. I don't know.
They could have gotten. There's the same play,
Why
exact
not?
same play. The back screen. The back screen is the toughest screen in basketball to defend, and they ran it to perfection. There's another steal. Gator Nichols going to lay it in. He's on a 6-point run, and that's going to be another timeout from Coach Rinkus. And I believe he's only got full timeouts left.
Yep.
So we will take a break as well. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
Dave Hilliard back at Southtown. Maysville, a 6-0 run to start this fourth quarter. They have extended their lead to 58-33 over West Muskingum. A 6-0 mini run from Gator Nichols, and they have ran a nice little back screen play for Nichols that they have got 2 easy layups for him out of those 3 baskets that he's got here in the fourth quarter. West Ham still having to deal with this relentless pressure from the Panthers. They're trying to get the ball up the floor, and they do. They changed their defense. They were trapping right across half court. But West Ham did a nice job handling it there until Bailey just picked the ball up. Now he gets it in, and that shot attempt up and no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call traveling. Nice effort there from Kyle Porter to go get the basketball, but he fell on the ground, and they call travel, so Alex Bob will inbound it for the Panthers. He gets it over to Nichols. Nichols now brings the ball up the floor against pressure from Silas Bailey. He's into the half court now, and he gets it to Bob.
And tried to run
the same play, and that time West Ham defended it. Bob, though, corner 3, short. Rebound, Armstead fights for it, can't control it. West Ham's got it, but it's knocked away. They get it to Bob. Bob hacked down low, no call, and that's going to go off to West Ham. They get the ball up the floor. Left side of the court, bounce pass into Bailey. Bailey got to do something with it. He finds a man underneath. Nice move there, Kyle Porter. Scoreless in the third quarter, but there's his first bucket of the second half. He's got 15 now. Gator Nichols penetrates in. Armstead, Nichols, 3-ball, good. Wow. Gator Nichols show right now. He's got 9 in the quarter. He's got 27 for the game.
He has certainly stepped it up here in this fourth quarter.
I got him for 25
I mean,
for the
has
game.
played a really good, solid game, but man, here in the fourth, he's been money.
Rebound off to the Panthers. Bob's got it. On the dribble. Goes all the way to the rim. It's up and good. He's fouled. And he's got a chance to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. And that foul, they're calling on Lloyd. Coleman Lloyd, his second foul. Bob with an opportunity to convert the old-fashioned way here. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line tonight. His third attempt. Right now, Bob with 18 points on the evening. And this free throw is up and good. That's 19 now on the night for Bob. 64-35. This was 25 all, John.
Yeah, it has changed quickly.
It's been a massive change. Now Maysville trying to get a trap there at half court. West End breaks it. They get it down low. Nice move, turnaround, no good from Carter Smith, and rebound off to the Panthers. Armstead has it now, back to Nichols. 3-ball, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Gator Nichols.
You can't miss tonight.
It's Gator Nichols' world, and we're just living in it right now, JV, as Gator Nichols has got 12 in the quarter.
Jeez.
He's got 30 for the game. Layup no good. Here come the Panthers. Nichols gets it up to Watson. He got a 3. He finally missed one. Rohrig with the rebound gets it back to Watson. Nichols in the corner.
Of course.
No. I thought that was going in. Nichols going to, shot fake. Nice pass underneath. Rohrig gets the conversion. Gator Nichols, shot fake, dribbles in, finds Rohrig. Kid is on fire, but he still finds a way to get his teammate a bucket. Nice job there. And a 3-ball from deep rattles in from Lloyd. It's 69-38 now, Panthers.
Tornadoes' first 3-point attempt here in this fourth quarter.
Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound off to West Muskingum. Bennett on the attack now for the Tornadoes. He gets all the way, and he's fouled. Nice individual effort there. Watson, pretty good job defending him, but does foul.
24, Jordan.
And that's only his second foul of the game. 69-38.
At the line for West.
Bennett now at the free throw line, going to shoot a couple. First free throw off the front iron, no good.
71% on the season is Bennett, so decent free throw shooter for the Tornadoes.
Anybody over 70% in high school is a pretty good shooter, I think. So.
Sure.
Bennett gets the second one, though.
And for a bigger guy, too, he's probably going to get some more opportunities. Better make them.
Maysville by 30, 69-39. Gator Nichols penetrates, dumps it off to Rohrig. Rohrig couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and that's going to be a foul call on Maysville. And I really got to question why you call that one when you really let them beat each other.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pushing and shoving tonight.
There's been a lot more hacking than that, and they call a very ticky-tack reach-in here late in the game. Bennett now brings it up the floor for the Tornadoes. West End trying to cut into this 30-point deficit. Obviously, things aren't going their way tonight, but you would like to finish with some good offense. And Bennett looks at the official and said, "No, I didn't get fouled." But that's on Rohrig. That's his second foul.
He's going to get rewarded, though. For not even acting, he's getting rewarded with 3 free throws.
Gets to shoot 3 here. And the first one's good. He was 1 out of 2 just a minute ago. 69-40 now. Some fresh bodies getting ready to enter the game here with 3:23 to play in this game for the Panthers. Second free throw rolls in and out. So Bennett now.
Return for the Panthers. Also into the game for Maysville, number 1, Gavin Ferguson, and number 11, Landon Iden.
Bennett now going to get his third free throw. Eyes the rim, good rotation. That one's good. Good 2 out of 3 there for him at the free throw line. 69-41 now, 3:21 to play in the basketball game.
Nice to get some of those fresh jerseys in for the Panthers this early.
Landon Iden in the basketball game, and that's going to be a turnover for the Panthers. Here comes West End on the attack. Tries to dump it in low, and scramble on the floor. That was Coleman Lloyd trying to get it down low, but trying to get it to Smith. Ball was knocked away, but a tie-up, and that's going to be an alternate possession going to the Tornadoes. Underneath their own basket now, Bennett will inbound it. Throws it in. They get it back to Bennett, reverse move, and he is fouled by Cade Rock, I believe. So Bennett back to the free throw line.
Got a chance to increase that 71% tonight.
He's already shot 5 free throws here in the quarter, and he's going to get a couple more. He's going to shoot his 6th and 7th free throws here of the quarter. And that's off the front iron. He is 3 for 6 right now in the quarter. He's got 11 points. And he's still going to shoot this second free throw. 69-41. 3 minutes left in the basketball game. And the second one does not go, but the offensive rebound is grabbed there. But it's stolen by Maysville. Smith had the rebound. Nice bounce pass down low. Gavin Ferguson into the game, and that's his first 2 points of the game. Nice pass there from Scott. And Ferguson connects for the easy 2. Bennett dumps it down low. Nice move there. Smith going to the basket, gets his shoulder square to the backboard, goes up strong, gets fouled. And that's going to be on Watson, his 4th foul. Carter Smith now. An opportunity at the free throw line. He's going to get a couple. 71-41, 2:32 to go. Smith's free throw off the iron and no good.
Bailey returns for the Tornadoes.
Bailey coming into the game for Bennett, as well as Aiden Metz. He checks in for the first time tonight.
30-point lead. How quickly things have changed this second half.
And second free throw no good for Carter Smith. He's only got 2 on the night. Maysville on the attack. And
look out.
Gets thrown into the second row of seats. Sammy Scott let that one go just a little bit too high and wide.
Well, thankfully the fans were paying attention because they deflected it from hitting a little kid over there in the second row.
So 2:23 to play. It's 71-41 Panthers.
Coming on the floor for Maysville, number 21, Cohen Llewellyn. And number 5.
Cohen Llewellyn checks in at the game for the first time, as well as Cade Pickrell. A couple new faces now for the Panthers. 5 new fresh bodies on the floor for Maysville. West Ham has some new faces in the floor. Jack Patterson, he's in the game as well for West Muskingum. Nice backdoor cut, blocked by Cade Rock, though, on the shot attempt by Brownrick. Maysville on the attack, all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Nice move there from Iden, and he gets his first bucket of the game, making it 73-41. West M running some offense, trying to get something, a good shot for somebody, and they do. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound fought for and corralled by the Panthers.
Good look, though.
Yes, sir. Iden gets the ball into the front court. Maysville going to run some offense now. Ferguson tried to penetrate, back out front. Rock now penetrates. Nice kick out jumper, 3-ball all the way, no good. That was for Ferguson. Nice job there offensively. Draw that defense and kick it out for the 3. That's standard offense in the day of the 3-point line, John.
That's right. That's how it is.
Ferguson now up ahead. 3-ball.
Another chance.
Good. Iden this time a 3-ball from the corner. He's got 5 now in the corner. It's 76-41 Maysville. West M offensively. Bailey penetrates into the lane, kicks it back outside. Bailey's got it on the right wing. He penetrates. Baseline jumper is good. Silas Bailey, he's into the scoring column for the first time tonight. And it's 76-43, now under a minute to play in the game.
Maysville going to pull it out here. When young guys get in the game, they got to put it up. But with 30 seconds to go, probably a good
looks
idea.
like we're going to be content to dribble this one out. 27 seconds. Maysville. Ferguson in a hurry to pull his jersey out for some reason. Just stand over there and dribble it. 14 seconds now. Maysville going to get their 11th win of the season. That's going to end it here from Southtown. Our final, Maysville 76, West Muskingum 43. We'll be back with a post-game show. We're going to be talking with Dave Brown. We've got Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game that we'll select for both teams as well. You're listening and watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Save money and get peace of mind with secure file backups from AVC Tech. Lost or deleted files happen all the time, and it can be devastating to your business. AVC Tech backs up all your data from all your computers and stores it in the cloud securely. If you ever lose your data for any reason, we can restore all your files easily from backup. Right now, you can get 2 months of our cloud backup services free. There's no need for us to even come on site. We can set you up remotely and protect your files quickly and easily. Contact us today for more details and to get your first 2 months free. Call 740-432-5605 or visit avctechnicalservices.com.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FREE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FREE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FREE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 NASH Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard, John Valentine back at Southtown. Maysville Panthers victorious in this MVL basketball game tonight. A crossover affair between the big school division Maysville and a small school division West Muskingum Tornadoes. Maysville victorious 76-43 in a game, JV, that was tied at 25. And then the next thing you know, Maysville just took off.
In the blink of an eye, it changed quickly. And they, knocked down a couple threes in a row, a couple turnovers in a row, and all of a sudden it got to 12, to 15, to 16, and then, man, fourth quarter comes around, we're at 30 already.
I know.
So it just proves the point that, you let teams hang around. Look, I don't think anybody came into this game thinking that West End was a better team than Maysville. However, that doesn't mean they can't compete. West End did a great job in that first half competing. They forced some turnovers. They played real good half-court defense. They made some good shots, but the pressure eventually got to them that Maysville was applying, and Maysville started nailing some shots, and it got a hand quick.
And again, our sponsors tonight, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey Muskingum Elective Cooperative, I can't even say it, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, there we go, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales, all sponsors of tonight's contest. And as we said, Maysville, it was 15-13 West M after one, and it was 25, then all of a sudden it was 25 all at a point there in the second quarter, and then Maysville went on an 11-0 run to end the first half, 36-25 at half. First part of that third quarter, Maysville extended the lead and ended the third quarter with a 52-33 lead, and then just basically some garbage time there in the fourth quarter as Maysville ends up with a 76-43 win. For the visitors from West Muskingum, Silas Bailey with 2, Cade Porter with 2, Coleman Lloyd with 3, Kyle Porter with 15, Connor Hill with 8, Taven Bennett with 11, Carter Smith with 2. For the victorious Panthers, Gator Nichols, he was the man of the hour tonight. He had 30 for the Panthers. Gavin Ferguson with 2, Alex Bob with 19, which is about 6 points, 7 points below his average, but still, 19 is a good night for any high school basketball player. Iden with 5 there in the fourth quarter. Cade Rock with 1. Rowring with 6. And Jordan Watson with 13 rounds out the scoring for Maysville's Dave Brown. JV, some shooting statistics for us here.
Yeah, overall, a pretty decent shooting night for Maysville. 45% from beyond the arc. They were money, again, especially in that second half where they were 46%. 48% from inside the arc for the game. They made 67% of their free throws. I've got them 6 for 9. They shot 47% overall as a team. Now, again, and a lot of that has to do with they missed a lot of shots in the first half. They only shot 38% in the first half. So those numbers certainly increased as they went through the game. West M, on the other hand, was the exact opposite. They shot the ball pretty well in the first half, 38% from beyond the arc. And then overall for the game, they only ended up finishing at 37%. And again, a lot of those shots late were being contested. They just weren't getting as many good looks down the stretch because really of that defense by the Panthers.
And you look at it, Dave was not afraid to use a lot of people in the basketball game. Anybody that came in off the bench automatically, they're going to pressure right away, and they did a nice job with their pressure tonight. And then Dave Brown is coming up here.
Hey, here? They want both of us?
Joined by an assistant coach here from Maysville tonight. Lots of different radio organizations here tonight. So typically first quarter wasn't really what we expected, but then the defensive pressure really took over and just gave you guys the W tonight.
Yeah, we just told our guys in the locker room, when we play with pace, we get up and down the floor quick. We're really hard to play against.
Right.
And, we tell our guys all the time, it starts on the defensive end. Our defensive end, allows us to get out and play in transition. And, when we guard, we make a heck of a lot more shots, too.
Yes, and that was the case tonight as a little bit of a surprise. Like Jordan Watson, he had 4 threes on the night, and he really wasn't somebody that shot a lot of three-pointers for Maysville over the year, but hit a couple there in the second quarter and then continued the streak in the third quarter. He had a couple right in a row to start the third quarter. But Gator Nichols was the man of the hour tonight. Alex struggled a little bit from the field. Just things weren't going his way, but Gator Nichols certainly picked up the slack tonight for the Panthers.
Yeah. Speaking on the shooting with, Jordan and Gator, and, we spend a lot of time in practice. We spend 30 or 40 minutes in practice every day getting shots up. And that shows out here on Tuesdays and Fridays. And Gator was unbelievable tonight. He takes care of the ball. He's a really good leader as a sophomore.
Right.
He can shoot it. I think that's a sign of a really good team when, your best player, doesn't have a, great night by his standards.
Sure.
And you've got, 2 or 3 other guys that can put the ball in the hoop, and that makes you really hard to guard when you got enough guys that can put the ball in the hoop.
And, of course, for us, it was one of those with with Gator. It was very impressive, too, because he was on fire, but he still found a way to shot fake, penetrate in the lane, and got somebody else an easy layup on a nice assist. So it's really easy when a kid is on fire to start hoisting them from everywhere. But nice job from him, but being able to find somebody in and, make a nice play. So congrats to him and to everybody tonight. Now, on the horizon, I know it's like you don't want to look ahead, but this Tri-Valley game is looming on the horizon here for the Maysville Panthers.
Yeah, we're just, we're real process-oriented. We talk to our guys about that every single day. We're just, show up at 2:45 after school, work hard, get better, get 1% better. And, the team that's on the other side there, we're going to give our best effort every Tuesday and Friday.
And since I know they read the book, because we did at Muskingum, carry water, chop wood. That's the mantra, right?
Yeah. That's something we talk to them about every single day. Just process oriented. And I think that's really, really hard for 14, 15, 16-year-old kids to understand. But they've bought in, and they do everything we ask them to do. And at the end of the night, that's why we have performances that we do on Tuesday and Fridays.
Yep. Well, best of luck to you. We appreciate you joining us after the game here.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, no problem. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. Hopefully we'll have Coach Brown on here as well. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Each year, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative provides an all-expenses-paid trip for 2 students to attend the Washington, D.C. Youth Tour coordinated by Ohio's electric cooperatives. Applicants must be a high school sophomore or junior and the child or legal ward of a Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative member at the time of selection. For a complete list of qualifications or to apply, visit gmenergy.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FREE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FREE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FREE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports and YRP TV. For a look at all things high school basketball.
Dave Hilliard back at Southtown, joined by head basketball coach Dave Brown from Maysville. Dave, congratulations on the win tonight, and we were just talking about the man of the hour tonight for you guys, Gator Nichols.
Yep, great performance from him. What did he hit, 5 or 6 threes tonight?
I think
tough drives to the basket.
Yep.
He's a very savvy player. He's played a lot of basketball. He plays a lot of AAU basketball in the offseason and puts a lot of time in on his game. So,
I was really impressed, too, because he was on fire, and everybody wanted him to shoot it, but he shot faked, went into the lane, and found somebody for a layup.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good teammate.
Yeah, he always makes the right plays. He's always been a point guard, and he likes sharing the basketball. I think he passes the ball as well as he shoots it, which is really good. So, it was good to see him have a great night tonight.
Well, I was trying to lure your assistant into maybe talking about Tri-Valley, and he said, well, we're real process-oriented. We're trying to get better, and that's what we're talking about. You guys read the same book that we did at Muskingum, the Carry Water, Chop Wood, and that's something that's got to be your mantra, that you're just trying to get better every day.
Oh, yeah, every day. we're not going to practice tomorrow, but we're going to enjoy this tonight. But Sunday, we got to get better. Okay, we got to get in and get better defensively. We got to get better on offense. That's the goal. Is every single day is a chance to get. We talk about getting 1% better every day, and and I think we've continued to do that, and we've gotten better throughout the season. But we can never be satisfied with where we are, and just consistently want to get better every day. So
I think when your defense gets better too, when you're pressuring the basketball, you're a better team anyway.
Right. Yeah. When we get stops, it's no secret our transition offense is pretty good. We can score in bunches. That last couple minutes, I think we had 10 points.
Right.
Had a quick spurt there. It was pretty close. It might have been 25 all. And
yes, it was 25 all.
And we hit 11-0 run to end the half. So. But again, that starts with getting stops. If you don't get stops, you can't get it out quick in transition. So that's why, the past few weeks we've really focused hard on getting better on the defensive end.
Well, you brought Gator out with you, so we figure that he is our Lock 9 pizza player of the game for Westwood.
He had a great performance tonight. I mean, I don't know if you can play much better than that. So.
Well, I don't know if we'll get to talk to him or not, but if we don't, I'll give this to you. He's got a pizza at Lock 9 Pizza. Our players assure me that it's good pizza, so I want to try the burger. I keep seeing the picture of the burger. I've really wanted to try that one. So
looks good.
Best of luck to you. Appreciate you and your support of our team at Muskingum as well. We've seen you. You're an alumni. You were a player at Muskingum. We appreciate having you guys back.
I like the culture you guys are building there, and we'll continue to come down and watch. So
appreciate it. So good luck to you, and I'll see you. We got another one of yours coming up soon here. So.
Congrats, Coach.
Dave Brown joined us tonight. We appreciate him here in a post game tonight. Maysville Panthers, they run their record now to 11-3 overall, a little bit more than halfway through this season as you play 22 basketball games. They are, let's see, I got to look at my note here again. They are 7-2 in the MVL. And of course, Dave, as he talked about, they're not really trying to look ahead, but we all know that big Tri-Valley Maysville game that's going to be played here is probably going to decide the big school division later on here, and it's just coming up in the near future.
Well, there's always some games automatically when the season starts, when the schedule comes out. There's always some games that are always circled, and that's certainly one of them. And when the teams start playing really well, and these teams, I mean, it's a crash course. We all understand that, so can't wait for that one.
Yeah, so... Well, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, and also, again, our sponsors, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales. We appreciate them. We appreciate you watching on YouTube. You can go back and watch those games on YouTube, anything that we've had on YRP TV. We appreciate everyone that listened tonight on NASH Icon 98.5 or 107.9 in Cambridge. I'm Dave Hilliard for John Valentine. Thanks for tuning in. You have been watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
This has been a presentation of AVC Sports.